What's up, guys? This is going to be a video on some card pickups I got from eBay, and it's going to be my draft opinions. After the draft, I reflected on the picks that both my teams made and all the other 30 teams in the NFL have made, and I can say I'm pretty confident in both my teams. But let's get into the cards first. This is from this year's Platinum. This is the blue parallel of Mr. Bud Dupree. These next two cards are from, or three cards are from this year's museum collection. Jeremy Hill, the base, not numbered. The blue, which is at 99, and the purple, which is at 60. So got a great deal for all of those. Jeremy Hill PC still going strong. Real happy with it. And I bought this Jeremy Hill purple prism, not numbered. It was funny. I thought I actually bought the purple mosaic numbered to 50. I already had one. I thought, okay, cool. I just found another one I got really cheap. But it ended up just being the purple. Looked at it back at the auction. I was wrong. I bought a purple, but I bought it for $1, so I really can't complain about that. And I got a set pickup from, this is the Jermaine die. So awesome pickup there. I'm currently bidding on a few set pickups right now. One guy listed like 3 of them for like $1, and I'm winning 2 of them at the moment. So those would be really nice to get. Now let's get with the draft. After reviewing the notes and all the data that people have collected over these prospects, I'm not sold on either Carson Wentz or Jared Goff. I think that's a big risk for the Eagles to trade up for. I really think they didn't do very well with that trade. Yes, they did get a possible franchise quarterback, but he is from North Dakota State. They did give up their next year's first-round pick to the Browns. So now the Browns are probably going to get 2 top 10 picks because honestly, I don't see Philadelphia doing very well. Sorry, Joe Henderson. Even with a new quarterback, I don't see that team thriving at all. Especially some of their managerial decisions on signing Chase Daniel to a pretty solid contract as to be a backup, and then they got Sam Bradford back, who he's not very happy at the moment. So I'm not really sure what their whole goal was with that deal. But so I'm not sold with that. Jared Goff, I understand he was the best quarterback available. He was from Cal, so is Aaron Rodgers. People are going to make that comparison all year. So might as well hear it now. Ezekiel Elliott, I'm not really sure why Dallas took him. They do have Darren McFadden and Alfred Morris, and I don't believe they're paying Alfred Morris. I don't believe Alfred Morris is, cheap. I'm pretty sure they're paying him a pretty penny to be a backup now. I think they could have done a lot better. Not saying Ezekiel Elliott's not going to be good. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott's going to be fantastic, but especially with that offensive line. But I don't really understand that whole thing with him. The situation didn't make sense. I figured they could have gave Tony Romo another weapon offensively, maybe another wide receiver, as there was, or they could have traded down to get a wide receiver, especially since all the wide receivers didn't go until later in the first round. Or they could have got a really good defensive player. instead of taking a chance on Jalen Smith like they did in the second round. I know he's a top 5 prospect, but that knee injury he received was pretty brutal, and he's going to be out all this year. So, but let's get on the bright side now. My Tennessee Titans. I'm happy with the draft, to be honest. I am very excited to see some Tennessee football. Jack Conklin was a great pick, I think. He at the time I was thinking Tunsil, but we don't need that locker room problem with him, with the gas mask and a bong and all that. Nobody needs that. So I liked the pick of Conklin. He's definitely gonna fit. He's definitely gonna help protect. He's gonna definitely help protect Mariota, and that's #1 priority. And to make holes for DeMarco. Kevin Dodd was a great pick in the second round. The fact we got Kevin Dodd in the second round was great. The only downside of Kevin Dodd was that the fact he only had 1 year of production, which, hey, he had a great year of production, so I'm really not going to take away from him. The guy earned all those stats he got. And in the BCS National Championship game against probably one of the closest NFL-ready offensive lines, he completely dominated that game. So, Kevin Dodd, great pick. Derrick Henry, great pick. I was pumped when I saw Derrick Henry's name come off the board. And the one reason is people were like, well, they just got DeMarco. Well, DeMarco's, I think, already in his 30s. And as everybody knows, running backs don't last very long past 30. So you might as well look towards the future a little bit. I mean, you give DeMarco Murray most of the carries this year, and hey, you throw Derrick Henry in there third down, he'll power. Dude's 6'3", 245. He'll power through that offensive line and get that first down, those extra couple yards. So I'm really happy with that pick. Who was the other ones? Austin Johnson, defensive tackle from Penn State. Great pick, I thought. The kid's got a motor, and that defensive line definitely needs help. Thank God we got Kevin Dodd as well. They got another wide receiver, which is good. Always need another target for Mario to throw to. I think his last name's Sharp. Tawahe Sharp. Tajahe Sharp. I don't know how you pronounce his first name. It's like Tajahe or something like that. But he came from UMass. So Tennessee's draft, I'll give them an A. They did a real solid job on making that defense, offense a lot better. And I can definitely see them being a perennial playoff contender this year. No matter what you say about any of those teams in that division, all those teams in that division should be a pretty good division. The Jaguars should be good. Tennessee should be good. Indianapolis should be good. And Houston should be good. So that division should be pretty solid. Pittsburgh now. Pittsburgh, I think they did a lot of good. They did a lot of good in the draft. I definitely think it's going to be them and Cincinnati in that division next year. The Ravens, I don't see being relevant. They got an offensive lineman that was pretty okay, Ronnie Stanley. I was at my buddy's house watching the draft, and he's a Notre Dame fan, and he was like, Ronnie Stanley wasn't really that good last year. So I don't understand why they went with Ronnie Stanley, but apparently he's got the best, what you call it, the best potential, which potential can only get you so far. I really dislike it when people mention potential because that means you're just taking a chance. If you're drafting someone based on potential, that means you're just taking a chance. Like Eli Apple. I watched the film of Eli Apple more, and all the good stuff they had to say about him and all the plays he did good. In the NFL, they would have been pass interference on him. I mean, dude really didn't. They're saying he's got the perfect NFL frame. Well, he still needs some ability to go with that frame. And if the guy, I thought Eli Apple would have been a good pick for Pittsburgh, but actually I'm happy that Giants took him because I think it was a trash pick at number 10. And they did take Vernon Hargraves. I don't understand that pick at all. I don't understand why they wouldn't take Vernon. Vernon, I think he's next. Joe Hayden. I think he's just another Joe Hayden. Which I think Joe Hayden will actually have a bounce back year. He was hurt a lot last year, so that's why people are going to say, oh, the Browns had no one good. Well, they still got Joe Hayden, and he's a pretty solid corner. But, what do I got time? All right. But Artie Burns, great pick for Pittsburgh. I love Artie. Artie's going to be a great addition to the team. He's going to probably be fighting for our number 1 spot since we dropped Cortez Allen and William Gay. We re-signed. Sean Davis was a great pick as well. Sean Davis was a great pick. I don't think I showed this card, actually. This is the orange Bud Dupree. I think it got stuck to the Jermaine Dyes at the back of that. I saw it and I'm like, oh, it just got stuck. So, Bud Dupree, orange. Sorry, I guess. Well, Artie Burns was a great pick. Sean Davis was a great pick. Sean Davis was a great pick from Maryland, hard hitter. Who else did Pittsburgh take? This Hargrave guy that they got, Javon Hargrave, defensive tackle. He seems pretty good. It seems like he's got a motor, which that's what we need on defense. We need some help at D-tackle, and I can't wait to see what this kid can do. One of the later rounds, I think it was 7th round, Pittsburgh took a linebacker from Temple. And this is what I can't stand about the NFL Combine, is the Combine pretty much takes a shit on what you've done, all the production you've done during the season. It takes away all your college numbers and looks at your body. And they break it down into the dumbest, most pointless categories in the National Football League. The Combine's cool. I love watching the Combine. But these NFL teams literally look at the Combine too much. They take too much out of it. They really do. Because I guarantee you that Laquan Treadwell, in the next 5 years, teams are going to look back and say, why didn't we take him the top 10? Because he ran a 4.65 40-yard dash. Like, I can really, all right, 4.65, that's not slow, okay? That's still a pretty fast athlete right there. I'm not going to freak out over a 4.65 40-yard dash. I'm not going to freak out on a long jump that he didn't get 10 feet or he didn't get 9 feet on the long jump. I'm not going to... They take too much out of it. This kid, Tyler Matakevich from Temple, Pittsburgh 7th round pick. He started 4 years at Temple at linebacker. Dude has almost 500 career tackles at Temple. That's averaging like that's averaging over 100 a year. I think he had 493 career tackles. 7 picks, 5 forced fumbles. The dude was voted to be the nation's best defender, best defensive player in the country. And he falls to the 7th round. And you know why he falls to the 7th round? Because of the Combine. Because he doesn't have the prototypical middle linebacker size, which I don't even know what that is anymore, because now you see guys like Ryan Shazier who are like like 200 pounds, and they're like 6'2", and they're fast as hell, and they're middle linebackers. But then you got teams that got guys who are 6 foot, 250, Ray Lewis built guys. So the whole ideal middle linebacker size, it just ranges different. Luke Kuechly ain't big. He's short. I don't know if he's short, but I know he's a stock, beefy dude. But the whole NFL. The NFL looks into size and speed a little bit too serious. I know that sounds weird almost, but they take so much out of the Combine, which it's ignorant how much they take out of it. Like the bench press. Brady Quinn has the record for most bench presses for a quarterback. Look at him now. He's doing games at age. he might be 30 right now. And now he's doing college football game announcing, or NFL games. So I really don't take much out of the combine. I think the combine's a joke, to be honest. I think it's just a way to it's just propaganda. And teams take it too seriously because they overlook the actual talent some people have. Then the combine really just shits on some people's talents, and I feel bad for them because they're making less money, and teams are taking guys who might have the more potential than the guys who actually have the talent, and that just ticks me off in them a little bit. But the Steelers draft went great. Tennessee's draft went great. Really happy to see some football next year. I might miss the first month because I'll be in basic training, but first 2 months actually maybe. Yeah, I think because my basic's 7.5 weeks, so probably the first 2 months of football I'll miss, but I'll catch the end. I'll catch where it matters, the playoffs. So thanks guys for watching. Sorry for making you sit through a 16-minute video. Hope everybody's doing good. Happy Mother's Day, and stay safe, guys.